Hello and welcome to Gap Stories. We focus on hidden and lost stories and try to fill in the gaps. Although these stories can't be considered accurate history, they are geared towards being as accurate to history as possible. Our goal isn't to rewrite history, but to portray history in a realistic way. Even documentaries have to embellish in order to push the story along. If you don't agree with the historical aspect, that's fine. This is mainly for entertainment purposes. But make no mistake, our goal is to stay as close to history as possible. Hit the like button and thanks for watching.
King Narmer enters the grand throne room of Upper Kemet, the double crown upon his head. His return is triumphant, yet his heart is clouded with suspicion. The courtiers bow deeply, their voices echoing in a chorus of welcome.
I must speak with my queen, alone.
Queen Neith stands by the window, her gaze lost in the horizon. Narmer approaches, his expression torn between joy and doubt.
Ninth, my heart rejoices in our victory, but my mind is troubled. Were you a spy for your father? Do you have more siblings who may seek the throne?
Neith turns, her eyes meeting Narmer's. A silent moment passes before she speaks with a trembling voice.
Narmer, I was indeed sent as a spy, a pawn in my father's game. But in the tapestry of our fates, I found love, true and unwavering. You are the better king, the one Kemet needs, and I realized this after seeing your love for me and your people.
Narmer's eyes soften, the love he holds for Neith battling the remnants of betrayal.
I forgive you, Neith. Our future lies ahead, and it shall be one of unity and strength. No more secrets and no disloyalty. If we are to rule this land, it must be done with unity and honesty. Tell me all I need to know about this plan and about your siblings, and let's move forward.
They embrace, a promise of new beginnings. Ext royal gardens, daytime passes, and the royal gardens are blooming with life. Narmer and Neith start a family and are now parents. They watch closely as their children play among the flowers. Pharaoh, who is their 3-year-old son. He plays very hard and is a symbol of the unity they fought for. Int royal chambers, night. King Scorpion eyes are filled with envy and vengeance. He wants his kingdom back but knows he is no match for King Narmer and his army. He confronts Narmer and offers him a celebration dinner at his now modest home. King Narmer accepts his invitation with plans to be debriefed on all the political and financial circumstances in Lower Kemet.
Welcome to my home, my king. I am still getting used to there being a new ruler.
I can tell, Scorpion, because you are still wearing that old crown on your head.
Oh, yes. Guess it's an old habit of mine. Please forgive me, Your Highness. Please have some food. We have a lot of catching up to do. How are my grandkids doing?
They are doing royally. Even though Pharaoh is only 3, he is already showing a lot of leadership skills and will make a fine king when he grows up.
But what if he doesn't?
What do you mean if he doesn't? I've seen his leadership skills for myself. He will be a great king.
Aha! I'm sure he will make a great king. He has our royal blood. But what if he doesn't grow up? You took everything from me, Narmer. Now, I will take your life.
King Scorpion picks up a knife and lunges at King Narmer. He misses his neck by less than an inch. Narmer stands up and throws a punch, hitting Scorpion and almost knocking him out. Scorpion then gets up, attempting to stab Narmer. Narmer grabs Scorpion's wrist and twisting it, forcing Scorpion to drop the knife. Narmer then kicks the knife away and says,
After all I've done for you, this is the way you repay me? I've provided peace for all of Kemet. I've given you grandchildren to be proud of. I've even allowed you to wear that stupid crown in hopes that you would move on and you only think to betray me. I've promised my queen not to harm you, but no promise and no one will stop my rule. This ends today.
Narmer's guards burst into the dinner, ready to destroy everything in sight until he stops them. Narmer grabs his trusty mace from Senen, then looks at Scorpion. Scorpion begs for mercy, but Narmer hears nothing. He approaches Scorpion and proceeds to hold him by the hair and thrash him repeatedly. Blood paints the room, and even the strongest soldiers have to look away. Senen grabs Narmer, which leads him to stop the thrashing. He drops his mace and then drops to his knees to ask for his god's forgiveness. Narmer then says,
From this day forward, I shall be called Menes, for I have endured a lot for my people. Long live Kemet.
If you're enjoying the show, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Don't be a freeloader now. Back in my day, we didn't have the internet, cell phones, and social media. They made it real convenient for you to hit a free like button, and you can't even do that? Shame on y'all.
Narmer is exhausted from his confrontation with Scorpion. Blood on his clothes, face and hands reminds himself of all he has endured to unite Kemet. This moment is remembered by the people and captured on the palette as a symbol of his authority. He takes the name Menes as a title because the word king or pharaoh are words that didn't exist in his time. However, the word Menes was used, and in today's time would be considered a king and brave warrior. The Narmer Palette, also known as the Great Hierakonpolis Palette or the Palette of Narmer, is a significant Egyptian archaeological find dating back to about the 31st century BC. It is categorized as a cosmetic palette and contains some of the earliest hieroglyphic inscriptions ever discovered. Let's delve into its details. 1. Description. The Narmer palette is a finely decorated plate made of siltstone, standing approximately 64 centimeters, 25 inches, high. It was unearthed during the excavation season of 1897-98 at Hierakonpolis, a pre-dynastic capital in the southern part of Kemet. 2. Significance. The tablet is believed to depict the unification of Upper and Lower Kemet under the rule of King Narmer. On one side, King Narmer wears the bulbed white crown of Upper Kemet, while the other side shows him donning the level red crown of Lower Kemet. This makes it the earliest known example of a king wearing both types of headdress. The Narmer palette provides one of the earliest known depictions of an Egyptian king. 3. Artistic conventions. The palette adheres to many classic conventions of ancient Kemetic art, which were likely already formalized by the time of its creation. Some scholars consider the Narmer palette as the first historical document in the world. 4. Purpose and use. Although palettes were typically used for grinding cosmetics, the Narmer palette is too large and elaborate for personal use. It is believed to be a ritual or votive object specifically created for donation to or use in a temple. One theory suggests that it might have been used to grind cosmetics for adorning statues of deities. 5. Location. The Narmer palette is part of the permanent collection at the Egyptian Museum in Cairo. Into Royal Hall. Night. The Grand Hall is adorned with golden tapestries, and the air is thick with intrigue. King Narmer and Queen Neith throw a masquerade party full of music, dancing and socializing. The courtiers and guests whisper about the recent demise of King Scorpion. However, Queen Neith has not yet heard this news, and King Narmer hasn't told her yet for obvious reasons.
To unity and prosperity, may our reign endure.
May the gods favor us, our people, and our land forever, my king.
Suddenly, the doors burst open. A disheveled Seshat, the older sister of Neith, rushes in.
My sister Neith, our father is dead, slain by your husband Narmer's hand.
The room falls silent. Neith's eyes widen. Narmer's grip tightens on his mace.
It was a duel, my love. Scorpion challenged me, and I defended our honor. Your beloved father tried to stab me and didn't care if his own grandson ruled one day. Scorpion only cared about power and showed why he was such a selfish king.
But the consequences. He was my father, Narmer.
I had no choice, my love. It was either him or me. I'm sorry for your loss, my queen.
Neith runs off, crying and mourning for her father. She hates what her husband did, but part of her knows her father caused his own demise. Palace courtyard, Neith's siblings, Happy and Seshat, watch as Narmer trains with Happy eyes the throne, ambition burning in his gaze.
Narmer grows reckless. His showmanship endangers us all.
Perhaps it's time we remind him of our lineage. The throne belongs to Neith's bloodline.
Crown of the Two Lands, the whisper of rebellion, Int Royal Court of Narmer, Day. The court is alive with the murmur of nobles and advisors. Narmer sits upon his throne, a figure of calm authority. Seshat and Happy approach, their intentions masked by deference.
Mighty Narmer, your rule has brought us together under one crown. Yet, the loss of our father has troubled us and his loyal kingdom. The whispers of discord still travel on the wind.
Whispers can be quelled, Seshat. It is actions that shape a kingdom. What actions do you propose?
Action, indeed, great Pharaoh. We propose a council of voices representing both lands to ease the hearts of those who fear change.
Narmer regards them thoughtfully, aware of the undercurrents of their words. Narmer's private chambers, night. Narmer confers with his closest confidant, Nithotep, under the dim light of oil lamps.
Neith, my queen, I fear Seshat and Happy harbor ambitions that threaten the unity of our lands.
I have seen the same shadows in their eyes, my king. We must stand vigilant against those who would divide what the gods have joined.
Narmer nods, his resolve stealing. Palace grounds, dawn. As the first light of Ra touches the horizon, Narmer confronts Seshat and Happy in the presence of the court.
The evidence of your treachery has been laid bare. You sought to undermine the throne for your own gain.
Narmer, we sought only to serve Kemet, to be the voice of the people who served under my slain father.
Misunderstanding has led us here. Grant us mercy, and we shall serve you loyally.
Narmer's gaze is unwavering, his voice resolute.
Mercy is for those who err, not for those who conspire. Your fate is sealed.
This story is to be continued. If you like what you see, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification button to be notified when the next episode is dropped. Also share this video with your friends. Why? Because this ish is dope. Tune in for the next episode of Gap Stories.